It's week 5 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's been a target machine each week, 5th in the league in receptions. It's the Bengals and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
No, I don't think so.
The lane opens here. He's past
No.
the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In motion right is Aguilar. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Charlie Jones. That's pulled in at the 32. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And the Bengals make their way out on offense for the first time, led by their 5th-year quarterback out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
Burrow is coming off a year where he suffered his 2nd season-ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there. Because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yeah, I'm good.
10. Now the first carry for Zach. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's the first carry of the game. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And now it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Burrow will throw. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Hey, look at this Baltimore defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or they chip away at their timing.
3rd down, here's a run. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Ravens. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 50 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
An unsuccessful attempt at the 2-point conversion. And it was a triple option play, and they chose option 1, handing it to the fullback. And that's not normal.
And sometimes you just miss your read key, right?
Yeah, I think so. And sometimes they actually call that, thinking that maybe everyone will bypass the fullback going out to the tailback or the quarterback. But in this case, they overwhelmed him and stopped him.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A slant route caught by Bateman. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the gun, Jackson. A check down here for Henry. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. In motion, Aguilar. To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals Bengals are going to take possession here at their own
No,
47-yard
I'm recording a
line.
video.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach and
Recording a
sidelines
video.
can talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with good starting field position and throw left side is complete on the diving effort. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will bring the deficit back down to 3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, it's Moss again. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run here with Moss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 12-all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrase that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete to Chase. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now it's Burrow. Another one in the hands of Jamar Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. They'll set up to throw. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Burrow looking to pass. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals Bengals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Here's Jackson to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. In the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now Burrow, their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And quickly they get to the line. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. For a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Bengals closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And McPherson on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete.
Oh.
Zay Flowers with it. Now he's free at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release. Says this will be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. Here's 2nd down. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jackson and the Ravens, here they come. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:12 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. That is caught. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Connecting with Aguilar. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Able to shake it, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Down the right sideline. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Right here. Well.
The Bengals offense and their running back, Zach Moss, headed onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. And now here come the Ravens. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Jackson.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Jackson now. A full left sideline falls incomplete. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gordon, saying so long, everybody.